Well, once again, no defuse, because we're going forward. Obviously, they want to get aggressive with the weapons they saved. Here comes the aggression.
I like it. Logan pushes down the apartments and he'll take down Dupree. Twanu follows up, and with that they fall back. No reason to continue the aggression when you've got 2 picks up on the CT side. Now, though, Astralis looking to quickly run back into B, and Device once again, edge of the smoke, trying to catch another opening kill. Maniac's been spotted towards the back of the coffins. The Devil hasn't, however, that's going to change. Now they've got the crossfire running at least, but Device has got Devil pinned in the corner, and Glaive is just going to deal with him, executing him, taking down 2 as well, and that's a site taken. Trades back from Astralis, smoke shot won't connect, bomb should go down, but Glaive, another shot through the smoke, he may get a 4th as well. Alex is so low, surely LDLC should consider the save. This is not a doable retake.
Logan now 1 versus 3. They can barb into the next round, they're going to have maximum round loss bonus, that being 3,400, so actually if he does manage to waltz away here, maybe he can jump over an AWP to Twanu, but even then, Device here, 2 crisp, sorry. So 5-0 going forward into round number 6 now. Astralis, I mean, a 5 versus 3. Logan, Twanu pushing towards apartments. They find the frags, but they leave both of the CZs towards this B bomb site. Supple. Defense, obviously, 1 smoke, I believe they had. Even then, there's a massive gap in the smoke. Device able to walk through it. Glaive punishes. Devil getting spotted towards second oranges. They find the frags. They open up the site. And a 3 versus 3 retake there, Hugo.
Yeah.
No defuse, kids. They know exactly where they are. It's a hard round to win.
2 5-on-3s LDLC have lost now the previous round of the pistol, so this is not going well for them. Can't afford to tilt at this point. Obviously, you say Existence usually the man to keep the team together, but he's no longer here. So Astralis, they've got deep apps control this time, just trying to throw a bit of a fake onto Banana, but Maniac's already pushed down. So LDLC, as far as they're aware, they know this is an A play. Dupree will find the entry, but Twanu, he's still stuck in the boilers. This is a good position because he could catch off a player coming behind him, but he doesn't realize he will hear the footsteps, but Glaive spots the top of his head. So Molotov goes down as he goes in deeper and lets someone else deal with the problem. It doesn't matter. Twanu hits a shot, Zipnik's dead, bomb down, and Astralis in a 4-on-3.
Man advantage here for LDLC. This time they have the defuse because they have the smokes, the flashbangs. They can smoke and shroud the bomb if they want to go for the defuse. They can smoke off quad, smoke off towards the side if they want to. So many opportunities now for LDLC. Let's see what they manage to bring out here. They have the flashbangs as well, so they can try and blind the opposition, but Glaive already finds the first.
Oh no, that's big. Glaive going huge this map already. 2 frags on the hold, and now CTs have to get back in quick because they're running out of time. Alex spotted. He does trade that first kill, but Glaive gets another frag, and he's still alive, is still kicking. Devil can't get anything done. Finally will get the kill, but there's just no time. Glaive has saved the round from Astralis. 6 on the board, and they win a 3-on-4 post-plant. LDLC had all the utility. They should not be losing that one.
Glaive right now, the IGL and captain for Astralis, definitely leading by example going forward. $10,000 now in the bank balance from Magic's boy going forward. Or finally going to be brought into play here for Device. Actually, Mac 10 as well invested into by Glaive, maybe expecting a weaker buy than we're about to see presented to us. LDLC here, this could be desperate times here for desperate measures. You can see going for the Thamas buy, obviously. They were down in the dumps, they had the maximum round loss bonus, they went for the buy. They have the advantage of 4 versus 3, but the retakes just weren't there. Glaive devoured it.
Look at this though, fast through the smoke, the Vegas squadron for Glaive. He just pulls out the Mac 10, maybe expecting LDLC to be on pistols, but it's not the case. Doesn't matter, his team will make up for it, even though he's dead, so is everyone on B. The triple B setup for LDLC, and no one gets a kill apart from Maniac. That's a failure there, Snots.
A failure, maybe an understatement there. 2 versus 4. Astralis going through the Molotovs towards Banana, going through all the grenades. Charge with the Mac 10, obviously. You can trade frag that Mac 10, even if he died first. I mean, he still finds that first frag, it's still great.
Oh, the timing for Zipnik. So looks around right as Logan crosses the corner. He still gets a dink out of it, though. So 12 HP left on Logan. He's very low. His teammates separated as well in the apartment, still holding on to that Thamas for the next round. But, I mean, so far, 7-0 T-side Inferno for Astralis. They could literally switch halves right now with the 7-8 score and be happy.
Yeah,
but exactly. There's no way that's happening.
Precisely. I mean, as well, when you expect the weak buy we're going to be seeing from LDLC, yeah, this might be worse, a lot worse than just 7 rounds conceded for LDLC on their CT side going forward. This might even get to 8, 9, even double digits.
And now we see the question of, do LDLC actually buy here? Because you could realistically get together some sort of buy. It'd be a bit risky, Twanu no AWP. But you could buy Pharmacists, get a couple of M4s in play. And this is where LDLC are going to call in the pause. I like it.
Yeah, let's have a think. Oh, or not. Can't see the money anymore.
4,400 on 3 players, 3,250 on the player who saved the gun,
so
33
there we go, there we go. So, what we could expect to see is maybe Alex go for a UMP buy some utility. Obviously, you can buy the UMP, Kevlar, Molotovs, smokes, flashes, you name it. Tuanu, it's quite a difficult story. Obviously, one player saved. I believe it was Alex that saved the FAMAS, so maybe they can drop over the M4, but then again, that disregards the UMP buy. Maybe Tuanu drops a UMP, but then again,
I mean, it'd really be pushing, to be honest. I would say
getting quite...
This is where you throw in Mag 7s, you throw in something light.
UMP, something we could buy utility, right? The problem is right now, the money's going to be spread so thin. I mean, if Maniac buys an M4 here, M4, Kevlar, no head armor, flashbang, at a maximum. And even then, right, he's one of the B players. You want your B players to have those smokes to try slow down Astralis. You want to have those Molotovs to try game map control. You know, I say that, but in the last buy round, we saw Maniac just charge down Banana with no grenades. Slightly kamikaze-esque, but, you know, it worked out for him in that round, so you can't really fault it. Who am I to judge?
Talking of charging, though, Astralis have been playing very fast pace these last couple of rounds, just hitting through B, rushing through smokes, getting in the face of LDLC. So, I mean, even with utility, it doesn't seem to be enough. We need those Molotovs at the very least for the CT side, and they're aware of it. So, pistols, saved FAMAS, moved over to the hands of Devil. It's fair enough for LDLC. They don't want to overcommit to a buy, and I like that. Take a second to work out what's going wrong, and now Astralis back on the buy, back with rifles in their hands. LDLC aggressive mid-play, and they will catch a frag out of it, but that will be it. Instantly traded, and Astralis back in control.
Trying to see if they can use the aggression to catch Astralis off guard. They go for the artillery towards middle. Nets them the first frag onto Matchday, but apart from that, seems like all she wrote. 4 versus 2 here. It's going to be the FAMAS, obviously, for Devil. And Caesar there for Maniac. So 4 versus 2, run out for Astralis. They can slow the pace down here. They're waiting for some CT aggression coming from one of the players. They're hoping that someone towards B pushes, try to find information. They can stack towards the A side potentially. But yeah, Devil going to be leaving towards the A side. Must have cleared mid, spotted no one. Coming back towards the B side. Let's see what they do. Playing up close with the Caesar. We know how much damage these upgraded pistols can do close quarters.
I mean, just look at Xyp9x trying to bait out Maniac here. He doesn't know he's here, but he has a bit of an idea. With Devil coming in for support now, LDLC may be able to catch a couple of kills, but the thing is, the bomb's still down T-spawn. Astralis, if they lose a man here, they just rotate. They just hit A instead, and that's completely unstacked. So Glaive clearing the corner now. Man of the map so far, and he'll continue his stride. There's one. Trade from Devil at the very least. But now with him spotted, I mean, they could have rotated, but Xyp9x is confident enough to take that duel, and it'll work out. 8-0 on the board for Astralis. At least LDLC will have the money this time. This is everything in the buy now. They have to win this.
But what are they going to do with that money, Hugo? Let's take a look. So 4 and 4s, all coming up for Tuanu. Defuse kits galore, Molotovs as well as for the players. So hopefully we see Banana control this time. Systematic with the smoke towards the bottom of Banana. Molotovs coming in, the grenades towards Tree, the double flashbang as well. Taking control of the map. And let's see how Astralis react to that. Are we going to be seeing a default where they lose control of Banana, take default control towards middle, take control towards apartments as they trade real estate across the map between both teams? But seems like rather stalemate here. You're going to have Devil playing in close. There's a smoke there towards top of Banana. I believe Alex does throw that one, so Maniac has a smoke and so does Devil. And this is good. The reason Alex throws that smoke and goes back towards apartments is it leaves Devil and Maniac with a smoke with a minute left on the clock, where they can try and delay Astralis as much as possible towards the end.
Astralis just trying to force these players off of the B car for the time being. There's mollies going in, but still smokes up for LDLC.
We might actually see late Banana control come up from LDLC. That could be one of their options going forward. It would be something that maybe throw a span in the works, try catch device of guard, and here it is.
3 here. Alex Molotov again in that fence position. We're going to force a player out. The device goes for the fight. It won't work out. He goes down. So Maniac gets tagged up in the process, but still, Astralis have hit A and they've left the bomb in spawn. They've got to run back and get that. Tuanu misses a big orb shot, so it gives some control the way of Astralis, but they relinquish it. Glaive falls back towards short, and they're looking to hit out through this apartment. So Xyp9x pushing in first. Dupree's already found the entry to the site as the orb's been dropped. Logan, time with a flashbang. He gets taken down as well, and now it's all on Alex. He can't get much done. Astralis again, another flawless attack on the bomb site, it seems, and they've got A under control. Devil just looking to hold. Or not.
Yeah, 1 versus 3 here, obviously. Such a catastrophe so far for LDLC. I mean, you may as well take your chances. A 1 versus 3 where the players on half HP in an afterplant might actually be your best odds going forward, as we've seen how this half has shaped up. These rounds haven't been close, Hugo. You know, we haven't seen 1 versus 1s, 1 versus 2s. We've seen absolute one-sided affairs for Astralis. Everything's gone in the Danes' way.
Oh, Devil, he catches one at the very least, but he'll move out of the site. That's fair. Take your frag, you know, stop Astralis from growing their economy to some extent, and then hold on to your gun. It's a bit risky, but the thing is, LDLC are still, you know, on the edge of buying every single round. They've got this 3,400 loss bonus, but that's not enough to fully commit unless they're either dropping over guns or throwing in ecos here. Again, same situation, right? We have money for Devil, and yeah, maybe the same for Alex, but Tuanu has nothing.
Yeah, I really like what I saw there from LDLC towards Banana. It's one of the things we see from FaZe, actually, where Olaf Meister, the apps play on the CT side for Inferno, for FaZe, will throw that smoke towards the top of Banana. That will allow us, the T side to get in close towards that smoke. They're in towards Banana. Obviously, Olafmeister goes back towards apartments. Then obviously, once the smoke fades, you then go for your execution towards Banana following that one.
Well, let's see if LDLC can turn this around. They've got a huge comeback to mount. Twice again, top of Banana, Devil the only man here. Astralis just holding the default for the time being. And LDLC not really been given the option to throw in too much Banana control. They've done it a couple of times already, as you said, with Maniac pushing down, but this time Astralis are holding on to it, and with the lack of utility from LDLC coming into this buy, they can't throw the Molotovs. They can't force Astralis out of that position to take the map control.
Yeah. Potential feeling of despondency now here for LDLC, and even then a 1-for-1 trade isn't really worth it. Minute 12 left on the clock here, so Glaive can still try and exploit that. Maniac, though, will chime in for one, so far at least it's working out.
Oh, finally they're going to take some mount advantages their way. Logan with a flash into the apartment takes down Zipix, and now Astralis left to 2. They've pulled it out of horrible situations, but surely this is too much to ask. Magis working his way up long, bad timing. Alex will peek out as he looks away, and Logan will even catch Supri watching long, so that's good. LDLC take a round on the board, but Snods, the question is, do they continue, or do we see Astralis come in with a reset?
I mean, if the reset comes in, I feel sorry for all the people I just said should potentially put money on in terms of the odds being so favoured for Astralis. And
I mean, yeah, like I didn't think it'd ever be this dominant, but Astralis are looking so strong.
Of course. I think that's crazy as well here. I mean, I mentioned the feeling of despondency at the loss of all hope because LDLC have tried so much. You had Banana takes with the Molotovs. You then had Banana takes where they just rushed down with no grenades from Maniac. You had Banana takes where they went for the late Banana control where they've copied it from FaZe. They've tried everything towards B bomb site, and finally they net themselves around where they rushed through the Banana smoke. Fair enough, they tried something new. But even then, how can you replicate that? Running through smokes, getting those flashbang frags. Astralis, are they going to be attentive now? Are they going to allow for the sloppy plays to happen? Or will they just, get it done now? Put the final nail in the coffin in. If it goes 10-1, the reset happens. I mean, we're looking at a 12-1 scoreline. Game pretty much as good as done.
Well, they've already buddied up in Banana. The issue was they ran a solo man there last time and someone towards the bottom of mid. But this time it's 2 players in Banana, so even if LDLC get aggressive, Astralis are there to trade. So they've already kind of negated that push. And let's see if LDLC can bring something else in. It's going to be a push into Banana again, but this time Device is ready. So as you say, Snod, they are prepared for the sloppy plays. Maniac, however, is he prepared for the B push? Yes, 1 kill. Not enough though. Magis trades and back into a 3-on-3. The bomb's only just making its way at the Banana, but Twanu may be able to get himself in position. He does. Magis dead. So now LDLC back in control, and Alex will even follow up with a frag. This could be theirs again.
Crucial now for LDLC to claim this second round. They cannot afford the reset, even afford to lose players here. Zipnix, if he finds 1 or 2 frags, it's going to be detrimental to LDLC's money going forward. So 1 versus 3, peering over the smoke here, boosted up towards the first orange, just trying to see if he can get a glance towards CT. Has 20 seconds left, clearing out behind himself. Has a Molotov, he wants the molly towards Coffin and go for a plant. We'll just molly out, trying to see if he can force or bait out a peek from anyone.
They know he's here at the very least, but 12 seconds left means he's not got a lot of time to play with. Bomb needs to go down, and with that, we're going to just see the rush from Twanu. Oh, Team Flash, though. He can't hit the shot. The bomb goes down, and that's so unfortunate. Yeah, they get the round, but they just give extra money from Astralis, all due to that failed flashbang.
$800 there injected into the cash, into the bank account, of Astralis going forward onto all 5 of those players. But then again, what's $800?
Yeah, they've got, 10K across some of these players.
Oh, actually, that might actually be quite impactful because once the orb comes in or the buy comes in, I mean, look at this. Actually, that 1 bomb plant might be enough to allow themselves to go into an extra buy to the next round going forward. So, who knows? I think it was a team flash from Alex from CT onto Twanu. Nevertheless, obviously, those mistakes do happen. So, going forward down to round number 12, 9-2 advantage. Astralis can still buy. LDLC having 3 players surviving from the prior rounds. The money is in some decent stead. It's not as dramatic as it was previously.
We have 2 AWPs as well for LDLC, so that's a bit of a spanner in the works, potentially. Alex is going to be holding on to the apartments on the boost of the boiler, but Twanu will catch 1 down the edge of the hallway. Double trade. Don't know how Dupree gets both kills, but he does. Twanu timed on the flashbang, again looks away right as they push. Now Zipnix can come out of the apartments, but somehow LDLC have picked up kills in middle. Twanu's going to follow up, dropping the bomb onto the cart, and Glaive is alone in middle. But, Snods, this man has been doing very well so far this map. He could certainly pull Astralis out of this rough.
Most definitely. 1 versus 3 here. Has the smoke flash and Molotov to try use. Devil with the second AWP as well. And actually with these AWPs, they might play so passive that maybe they give too much space to Glaive. Maybe not. So, 3 in a row now for LDLC. Maybe they're finding their footing and their form into this matchup. We said before, if it goes to double digits, God forbid, an 11-4, a 12-3. If you give that much space to Astralis, a team of this caliber, experience, skill, nuance, and just intelligence as well, they're going to be able to capitalize with such an advantage, especially on their CT side as well. Their defense is going to be locked down. So for LDLC, they have to try and fix the holes, stop the leaking before it gets too late, before it gets to an 11-4 scoreline or a 10-5 where it puts so much weight on that pistol. If it does go Astralis' way on their second half pistol and it is a 10-5, again, is that as good as done? 30-5 advantage. We speak a lot about the future and a lot about what could happen, but it's crucial going forward for these teams because money is such a crucial factor in this matchup, and this for me is the turning point. Look at the money right now for Astralis. $500, $400 there for Xyp9x and Magics. This is the pivotal round for LDLC. If they lose this one, they're forced onto weaker buys, but if they win this one, they then force Astralis onto those weaker buys. They can get the ecos coming out from Astralis and try gain some free rounds and gain their footing back in this one.
Yeah, it's certainly a possibility here, but LDLC have thrown away some real man advantages, so they can't afford to bring that again into this round. It's dupreeh in middle. Smoke goes down, he just goes for the pre-fire in the corner, but won't connect the shot to Twanu. Again, the double AWP intact here for LDLC. We'll see if Astralis are aware, because last time they didn't see the AWP of Devil up on the B-bomb site, only the AWP of Twanu on A. And they're about to walk right into that B site. 3 players up the top of Banana.
So, actually, I really like the setup we see right now towards the B site from LDLC. You have the AWP holding the angle in case anyone jiggle peeks or shows himself. You then have Maniac in the boost position. So what this setup does, Hugo, is you find the first frag of the AWP, 5 versus 4. Oh, well, life of a caster. Let's see what happens now as actually the cavalry hasn't arrived. The cavalry's gone the opposite way towards the A-bomb site with the lack of information because Astralis made no noise towards A, no noise towards B, and now we see just one up towards this B-bomb site. Devil, please prove me wrong.
The gamble stack here for the CT side with, as you say, no info. Devil's going to realize what a mistake this was, but he does hit the blind shot. So device dead and the Molotov down can slow down the push.
Yeah, this is where you'd have Maniac boosted, finally extra frag. He falls off for 5 versus 3. The round's theirs, but let's see how it unfolds. Obviously, retake of this B-bomb site is crucial for any CT-sided Inferno team. Let's see if they can actually prove us wrong and showcase their teamwork.
It's essentially a 4v4 right now because Logan's yet to rotate, but with the plant coming in, he'll finally move into position. However, LDLC, they've not got time to wait. They've got to kickstart it before that. Smoke will certainly hold them off, but it's the last bit of utility for Astralis after that HE grenade. So LDLC trying to employ a boost to catch a kill back into the bomb site. They're on top of the edge of the wall, so they might be able to get a bit of a higher angle. And Alex actually does get a kill, so now this retake is certainly kick-started. Xyp9x flashed in through, he does go for the peak. Him and Glaive grab 1 kill each, and Logan's finally made his way in with 1 frag as well. Now it's just Devil. He knows where one player is, the second towards CT spawn, but he's got to go in fast. And again, Glaive, this man is on fire. Another 3K defending the bomb site, 15 and 7. And as you say, a key round for LDLC to pick up Snods. They won't get it.
That was the pivotal moment where they can break the money for Astralis, force out an eco into the last round. Obviously, Glocks, Astralis would save for the final round. And now it's all flipped on its head. If LDLC lose this round, they've just been reset here, Hugo. Yes, they have 3 M4s now, but if they lose this one, we're going to be seeing a 12-3 scoreline potentially because their money's going to be completely zilch in that final round. So, yeah, I mean, once again, these retakes have been so tough for LDLC. They have the advantage, that being, what, 4 versus 5. Even Alex found the first frag in the retake of 5 versus 3 even. Crazy scenes here for LDLC. You can see the lack of teamwork potentially. It's so hard as a new team to have great communication, talk about your retake. What grenades have you guys got? What can you nade out? Yeah. Are you going to double face? Are you waiting for flashbangs? Who's playing counter flash? Who's waiting for the peak from Astralis towards CT?
And for me, LDLC was always better at T-sides and CT-sides anyway, but we might not even get that much to see here if Astralis carry on with this form. Luckily enough though, Twanu, he does open up this round. He takes down Device in middle, 2nd round in a row that being, so he's winning these AWP duels at the very least.
Once again, Maniac playing in towards the site. Flashbang comes in. Whoa, the stellar flash that was as well. 5 versus 3, right. We've said this a lot.
We've seen this a lot.
We've seen this a lot here, Hugo. 5 versus 3. 10-3 going forward. Already going to be double digits here for Astralis. You have Matchday lurking in towards Banana. They can go fast, but there's no information right now from LDLC. You have Maniac in towards the site. He has a Molotov. There's 30 seconds left. If he uses that Molotov correctly, this should be the end.
And Astralis spent almost all of their remaining money anyway. So if LDLC win this, they actually get the counter reset. So Astralis may be forced because of the confidence, but they're not going to have the cash for the full buy or the AWP. So this is still big for LDLC. They can still make up from that previous round to some extent. But as you say, Astralis are going to be grouping up. Their B-site hit is to come. Devil and Maniac, we've got no boost in play, so Maniac has to go big. The flash is in, he peeks with it, there's another kill. These flashbangs have been so good for LDLC, and frankly, Astralis have run out of time unless the bomb goes down right now. Magis, he pulls it back with the frag onto Maniac, and the bomb will go down with just a 2nd remaining. Devil, not the angle to stop it, but the angle to kill Magis. Now Xyp9x to fall as well. And LDLC, at least they'll get the retake, but Astralis get the bomb plant. That could be the difference between buying and ecoing in this next round. Oh, it's the last round of the half, ignore me.
No, it's not. There's round number 15 coming, mate. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're right.
Good.
Nice. So, round number 15, as we eventually got to it.
They've got the money on some people, but I mean, 2100, 2700, and a couple of others is going to be a bit of a mixed bag for Astralis.
Interesting to see what we see as well coming up from Astralis. Obviously, we know that LDLC play sometimes passive towards apartments. They either play an AWP there or they play the double stack towards boiler. So, if you clear out apartments if you're Astralis, could you go for an apps burst? Could you try and flood out towards the A site with these CZs, trade the frags with the AKs, and try and go for a fast play towards quad and the A site? I believe that could work, but obviously, let's see what Astralis think going forward. It's going to be the double opposite once again, so if they can get the bomb down, obviously the AWPs are so opposite. Aren't so strong in those retakes going forward, obviously. They're not the most dynamic weapon. We do have players in towards apartments here from Astralis. The CZ's playing up close, trying to see if they can clear it out. Molotov coming out from Twanu. But first frags coming for both teams, actually, as we go 1 for 1. A duel of fates here towards Banana. Let's see how it all eventually will pan out.
The damage is big, though. Astralis losing half HP on Glaive and almost everything on Device, so this is not turning out to be a great round for them so far. Still limited on pistols. They'll swap out some rifles to other players. Dupree takes an AK off of the body of Magisk, and Astralis definitely not out of this round, but they've got to pull a big comeback. One player towards a Banana to hold for that aggressive rotation. Twanu holding up on the A site, going to take down Glaive. So, the wrap stopped on the Astralis side. They'll send 3 players up to B instead.
Smoke coming out towards Coffin and CT. The flashbang, will it connect? Actually, Devil coming in towards the B side. If he misses the shot here, this could be crucial.
Oh, but there's the first. Can follow up as well. Device is only just peeking, but he's low. Got to be careful. Smoke is too deep, but no, it lands just in the right place. So he'll save himself from that Molotov that could have got rid of him. Luckily enough for Device, he'll catch the kill through the smoke anyway, and Dupree looks to get aggressive to try and force one of these frags. And now with the bomb needing to go down, but Device already dead, leaves Dupree in a very uncomfortable spot. A 1v3 with 25 seconds. He's already being wrapped from the behind, so Alex can come in quick and take this down this frag, and he does. So LDLC, they'll take 5 on the half, and it gets certainly better than the 7-0 start we saw in favor of Astralis, but, I mean, this is still a hard game for LDLC.
Yeah, I mean, one of the warnings I had for LDLC is if it came to that 10-5, how much weight is on the pistol right now? For Astralis, obviously, they won the pistol from, again, the 5 versus 3 deficit. I mean, crazy scenarios here so far from Astralis where they're able to constantly fight back in these deficits. Yeah. And that really goes to show the difference in caliber of players. You know, not only in terms of skill, we know how strong individually Alex can be sometimes when he performs to his best. Obviously, Logan's brought up this new scout to talent. Is he going to have the skill to be able to match up with the tier 1, tier 2 sort of players? We're going to find out. But, yeah, the teamwork and the communication, is just night and day between these two teams.
Definitely. I mean, it's looking good for Astralis coming into their first match of EPL as well. You know, this is a map that we said before the game. Potentially LDLC could upset or at least get a lot of rounds on, right? You know, surely at least 10 rounds for them. And while they're moving over to the T side, which I would argue is stronger than their CT side, it's a side that they got, I think, 13 rounds on the half to actually beat FaZe on this map last season. Obviously, albeit with a different lineup.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a potential, but Astralis is so confident. As you say, you know, pulling back all these man disadvantages, you don't commonly see that. I think this is a map where we've seen so many CT picks to start the round and then to still lose the round.
I wonder what the betway odds are going to be now at the halftime break. I mean, it was 4-1 initially.
Yeah.
And now it's 10-5. I'm just saying. There's going to be some good odds there, but no, I'm joking, obviously. Yeah, going forward.
What do you expect?
I think Astralis win this one fairly comfortably. Even if they lose the pistol, I expect a 16-10. They win the pistol, a 16-7.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'd say that's a safe bet. I mean, hopefully we see something good on this T side. Either way, we're going to be jumping into the fist round. LDLC's chance to control the pace now. Their banana control is quite lackluster in the first half. Let's see if that changes while they move over to the T side. Devil's going to be on some utility. We've got armor on everyone else. Astralis probably just going to be going for armor similarly, but Glaive will get the smoke and a CZ75 as well. So interesting purchase.
So, round number 16 here. LDLC now flipped over to the terrorist side. Aggression towards Banana, and Dupree spots it out.
Oh, flash is perfect. Zipnik now has to fall back, and he relies on Magis to hit the shots instead, but they've already crossed. He can't get the angle, and Zipnik's tagged down towards the back of the site as well. They've already taken CT control. This is good for LDLC because they've yet to lose a man. Maniac will finally get first blood, and while Magis trades, at least Logan pulls it back. No team kills this pistol. Astralis left with 3 players up, and although they pulled it back for man disadvantages, this time's on the CT side. It's not quite as easy. Bomb's going to be going down. Glaive grabs a kill with a CZ75, and now this retake has started. Dupree trying to find the angle, knows that Alex is here in the ruins, will find that kill. And Astralis, somehow they've already started to pull this one back. They're going to be hunting these players towards the back of the site. A tap on the bomb as well will force Devil to make a play. He gives away his position with a silent shot. But, I mean, Astralis, despite having no kit, they can just jump on the bomb. They've got 3 players alive. 8 seconds left, 6 on the defuse, and there's nothing Devil can do. He's actually dropped his USP after running out of ammo. Found a Glock, but he's been shot down by dupreeh. Messy round for LDLC again. They get the advantage, but they just can't close it.
I mentioned in the preface before the second half the difference between the teamwork in contrast between Astralis and LDLC, and right there it really showed, right? None of the players from LDLC in positions where they could trade frag. Each player died in isolation, one by one by one. There was no 3-2-1 peak, there was no double face, there was no trade frags, there was nothing in terms of teamwork coming out or cohesion as a unit from LDLC in the afterplant. And there you have it. I mean, this should be a runaway now for Astralis.
Zipnik's holding the crossfire with Magis, and they're just going to be able to mow down these players. Armor or not, it's no issue for the Danes, and LDLC are just going to be stripped thin. 12 rounds to 5 for Astralis before we even see rifles from the hands of LDLC, and this is going to be another round where they have to give it up.
Yeah, bomb wasn't planted in the pistol, so they can't buy up into this 18th round. Instead, just going to have to wait for round number 19. So 12 to 5. Very likely scenario here. We see a 13 to 5 scoreline, and even though it's a worrying sign here for LDLC, you know, let alone the scoreline, the 8-round advantage we see here for Astralis, the worst thing potentially could be the money. All the frags that are being found on these SMGs, the fact that they're not finding casualties, they're not finding frags versus Astralis. Astralis can have so much money going to these buy rounds.
And so much confidence as well. Device just pushes down mid, and he'll take the kill onto Alex. So man advantage now in favor of Astralis. Not that they need any kind of assistance to pick up this anti-eco. Very unexpected to assume LDLC will be able to find more than 1 or 2 kills in this position. If that, they're still holding on to T-Spawn, barely any map control, because they're aware Astralis could and likely will be getting aggressive, as we just saw.
My goodness, look how timid LDLC are into this one. And this is a throwaway round here, Hugo. So, 5 versus 4, SMGs galore coming out from Astralis. What they got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously, farming the cash is going to be their primary goal here, obviously, getting that 13th round, but how efficient can they be in stacking up the money? Leaving Zipnik's alone towards the B bomb site. Obviously, they lack the information potentially, but then again, he has the Molotovs, the Flash as well to try and warden off or delay LDLC if they went for the B commitment, which it seems like they are. So let's see what Zipnik's can potentially do. Oh, actually, no, it seems like cold feet here towards Banana from LDLC, rejoining the ranks here towards a indecisive potentially. Is this going to be a signal of the lack of infrastructure within the team? Who knows?
Well, they're going to walk into the 1 rifle, though, but that doesn't seem to matter. Maniac finds the opening kill, so Device dead and an M4 drop now in the library. They can pick that up, but they're running out of time. They need to get this bomb down. dupreeh plays close again, but he looks away. Logan finds that opening kill, and again, trades back and forth, but this time favoring the T side. They've got the bomb down, they've got a man advantage, but Snods, do I need to say it? There's always a question mark. Maniac trying to put the bomb down, tagged to 8 HP, but he gets it in the nick of time, and Astralis are already into the site. Great shot from Zipnik. He finds 2, and now Tuano alone.
What are they doing?
Nothing they can do. Astralis, another round on the board. Snods, break that down for me.
What am I supposed to... They have no Kevlar. You should be playing the headshot angles towards default. I mean, okay, I mentioned trades. But my God.
Oh,
Did I mention poor teamwork as well?
Yeah, this is...
I think I have.
This is
I mean, okay. First player's swinging out Maniac. He plants the bomb. He swings. Maybe they called for a double face.
Potentially.
Fair enough. You know, in the heat of the moment, it can be hard to have the correct call. We have the 20/20 vision. It's very easy for us to, you know, cause a stir or raise our eyebrows to these sort of plays. But you have no Kevlar, so you want to be playing the headshot angles regardless.
Yeah.
They forfeit the headshot angles. They wide face with no Kevlar into the SMGs, which basically just mows them down. And they go 1 by 1. I mean, fair enough if this was Hellraisers, and I was saying, you know, lack of communication is not their native language. That might be why there's such a delay in terms of how the plays happen between each player.
Yeah.
But there's just no excuses for that sort of stuff. But let's see. Going forward for LDLC, obviously, you're switching out such a salient person within the roster. Obviously, taking out Resistance, a staple piece of LDLC for 2 years. Bringing in the new inexperienced players. Right now, you can see the uphill struggle for LDLC going forward. But are we being too harsh using the margin of comparison from Astralis, right? Should we be comparing them to Hellraisers, to a mouse was potentially.
It's not even a comparison. I think it's more of just expecting a certain level, right? And maybe LDLC are just adjusting to the loss of their IGL and the input of Logan joining the roster. But we'll see. This is a story for another time, because LDLC are looking towards B. Boost up for Magista. He has an off-ang, but he won't take a frag, just damage. Receive some as well, and look at the utility left on Astralis on this B side. It is lackluster. It's down to one flashbang. So LDLC, if they took B, this would be perfect. It seems like they may be trying to force some kind of rotation, trying to maybe wrap up towards the A site through the CT spawn, but no, they bring the bomb back. With 30 seconds left, LDLC in a similar spot we saw them a couple of rounds ago. They need to hit the site.
5 versus 5. Rare occurrence in this matchup. 30 seconds left, round number 19. Let's see what happens now. Dupree coming in towards Sarge. Gonna go for that wide face. Is he gonna catch him off guard?
Oh, damage, but double face as well.
Gosh.
Dupree, he won't connect the spray, and Devil gets away with 1 HP, but it's still low. And Astralis, they're still gonna grab him on the cross towards the site anyway. Bomb needs to go down. It's finally making its way up short, but Device gets smoked off, so he can't hit that shot. Very nearly does anyway. And now it's going to be Twanu, low HP, but with an AWP to hold on to this bomb site, and Zipnik's wrapping the back apps.
Orb playing towards default as well. You want to have the Orb towards Pit, playing in a position where you can have the long-range duels.
Yeah, Zipnik does catch Maniac off guard as well, so both players tagged up, finishes off the kill, and now they can isolate the last player on the bomb site. They should expect this position. The bomb just went down, and he won't even hit the first. Astralis, another round on the board. Need I say more?
14-5. Bomb was planted, so the maximum round loss bonus I believe the LDLC can still buy if that's going to be some sort of silver lining going forward. Yeah, they can buy, but you know, this is the thing that's interesting. I think Astralis are going to be very good within the Swiss system. The reason being is, what's the most popular map we see in Best of Ones? Inferno, Mirage. You know, remember back when Magic Spy played for Dignitas with MSL. What were the best maps? I don't want to put you on the point. I'm just going to tell you the answer already. It was Cobblestone and Inferno. They were great on Cobble and Inferno, and Magic Spy and MSL towards their B bomb site was so strong. And now it's like you just fit that piece of the puzzle straight in. You now have Magic Spy, CT side Inferno playing in his comfortable position, delivering pain already. You can see he's very comfortable there. And hopefully we see Astralis with a resurgence on Inferno potentially. And with that, you know, will they be so great in the Swiss system Best of Ones? Because we see Inferno is a very popular map.
I mean, this is the scary thing about this for me is this is still a good map for LDLC. You know, obviously Astralis are a better team, right? But LDLC is a strong map for them. We got Nuke coming up next, which they just don't play. I mean, Astralis not known to at least touch Nuke anymore. Maybe at the beginning of last year you would say they would, but really no more for them. So this will be a dangerous map for both teams, really. But LDLC in quite a compromising spot. They're still in a 5v5 for now, and they've done damage to Dupree, so if he overextends, maybe they can grab that kill. Glaive pushes through the smoke in middle, takes down Logan, and finds first blood.
Oh, the trade frag come out towards apartments. No, I think Maniac can be a little bit tentative there. Let's split out the head, though, just the tip. Unfortunately, not enough there, to satisfy Dupree.
Tip is never enough.
Exactly, as you would know. 4 versus 5 now going forward. 40 seconds left. Device, of course, he connects the headshot through the wall. 2-man advantage going forward.
Great shot as well. That will just put it so heavily in the favor of Astralis, even with 2 players low. Alex trying to find this kill, but look at the patience of Dupree. Look at how he's just not facing, despite, you know, being caught in this position where he can so easily get mollied out, right? This is such a common spot to molly. Either way, 22 seconds left, and LDLC going for the hit. Magic connects with his first shots, and Dupree finally faces to grab himself a kill. Wallbang possible here, as Twanu knows where he is, and he'll hit the shot as well. That's a big kill, but it's not enough. Astralis are going to take 15 rounds, and they're not even going to blink while doing it. LDLC down by 10. No money in the bank. Lost bonus is all they have to play with Snods. This is getting very, very scary. Or I mean, it's already scary.
Yeah, I mean, what? 10 match points now for Astralis going forward. 10 chances to close this one out. 10 rounds in a row. A hot streak of 10 for LDLC is required to even force overtime, let alone the actual win. So, I mean, mental fortitude as well is going to be completely desolate.
Oh, the flashbang is perfect, and so is Dupree spray. 2 kills, runs out of ammo, USP out, it's enough. There's a third. Even going to try and go for the close range nade. That probably would have killed him as well. But Logan will instead, and LDLC, I mean, they're fighting with their backs up against the wall. They can't even retrieve that rifle now because Astralis is still heavy in middle. Look at this push down from Glaive and Zipnik's. Device is taking Banana, and while he does get traded, Logan's going to go for the reload as soon as Glaive pushes through the smoke. So that just leaves a Deagle on Devil. A 1v3, bomb dropped down towards lower mid, and Astralis are going to throw a man towards B, but at this point, does it make too much difference? Yeah,
right now, if you're LDLC, you're currently discussing your pistol round on Nuke at this point. Yeah. So, Devil now 1 versus 3, has a smoke, and Molotov, obviously, in this scenario, you know, if this was 20 rounds prior here, Hugo would be saying, you know, you could get the bomb down, get some extra money, dent the economy. Yeah, no, not going forward into this one, unfortunately. It's not looking too good. Just going to be taken out eventually. by Zipnix in the 1 versus 3. So what was that, 16-5?
Yeah.
I mean...
That makes you really question Nuke even more now, right? Now it's an uncomfortable map for Astralis, don't get me wrong, but if they're doing that to LDLC on one of LDLC's better maps with Inferno, what are we going to see going forward, right?
Yeah, I mean, what, 16-5, very one-sided, very fast matchup as well. I mean, you could argue the pre-phase before the match even started was quicker than the actual game, but let's draw on the highlights for LDLC. What were the strong points? Twanu's AWP, obviously, still in form, we know he's strong, very fluorescent, what's the best word? Dynamic, right?
Dynamic.
Playing towards boiler, good at those close mid-range shots. Is he the most consistent? Not really. Is he the most, reliable? Not really, but can he have those incredible matches where he goes off on one, has the 30 bomb? I mean, if you remember as well, one of the reasons LDLC got to their minors initially was Twanu just hard carrying them essentially.
Yeah.
Touted as, is this the next Kenny S? Has existence, raised and, developed another incredible AWP talent. It sort of fell off a bit. Maybe it was a fast burner in that regard. But yeah, I mean, what other we've got a really funny highlight in the pistol round. I mean, if that's one, I mean, Logan getting his first professional frag. I mean, that's one he's going to be telling these grandkids.
Yeah, I killed my teammate on the pistol round when we had a 5-on-3. Never fun, but at least Maniac finished off the job and got revenge on Logan. Still, I mean, you try and look at the positives. We've got to be realistic with this one. LDLC throwing away so many man advantages, it was crazy. They really need to work on that. These post plants, even these retakes to some extent on their CT side were pretty shocking.
So, I mean, if we can draw the conclusion there, obviously, retakes, after plants, teamwork, that's going to come with time, with chemistry, right?
Yeah,
potentially. On the positive side, I mean, look, great early frags. How many times did we see LDLC with the advantage? In a 5 versus 4, in a 5 versus 3, we know that LDLC have the skill. The skill's there, the players are there, is the teamwork there? I'm not quite sure, but... I mean, they showed some... Oh, this was the round that blew my mind.
That was a great first shot as well. I mean, yeah, like you said, just overfacing. Bit unnecessary. I would say, though, like you said, time is the main thing. We're harping on LDLC because we expect more from them, obviously, with them, having a roster change and losing their IGL. That makes a huge difference, right? So we're going to give them time. We've got months here in the ESL Pro League Season 7 for them to work out, for them to develop and hopefully improve. And I don't want to see them relegated. I like this team. I like the players on it, and I hope they do well.
Of course, yeah, I mean, drawing the positives, we said, setups towards B. I mean, we saw the face. Well, they had so much... what's the best word to describe this one? I've forgotten already. It was always new, right?
Yeah.
Evolving. They tried to go for the heavy execution towards Banana the Molotovs. Didn't work. Fair enough. They then tried the face setup where you smoke the top. Obviously, the smoke's here. All the T's come up close to the smoke. You then execute, and then they're surrounded, basically gated off. They're in the Molotovs, easy frags. That didn't work. They then tried rushing through the smoke. That didn't work. At least they were trying, right? It was always, they're very good at on-the-fly thinking. There you go, that's the question.
Yeah.
On-the-fly thinking was strong. Can they breed some great tactics, some great players? With time, I think time is going to be the salient point for that one.
Yeah, well, let's hope they improve over time at least. And a little score update for those of you who aren't watching the main stream. Good choice, by the way. We are bringing you all the B-stream games for today. It was G2 FaZe for the first map. FaZe took that 16-11. That's a big win already in the bag. Obviously, G2 coming off the back of a bit of a shaky performance at the major.
Who's playing instead of Shocks?
I actually couldn't comment. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll get back to you.
Or you can find out yourself.
Yeah, go check out the mainstream. Mainstream again. Facebook.com/ESL Pro League CSGO. We got it right.
Nice.
It changes every season.
I was there already. I saw
changes every season.
The confidence in your shoulders, and as soon as you started it, I saw, oh god,
do I know this? Because
we
were just saying, we were trying to tweet out the link before the game. We go, wait, where are we streaming to again? Facebook, the superior platform. Either way, now we move to Nuke, second map of this series, right? Astralis already heads high, confidence, etc. LDLC. You mentioned to me, we were talking about this game earlier, and you said, LDLC last season, they actually did quite well on Nuke Day. They had a map where they took Mousesports to something like 4-5 OTs. And Mousesports renowned to be a good Nuke team, right? Despite Astralis used to be a good Nuke team, you don't really touch it that much anymore. Would you say there's still some sort of potential for LDLC to take that away, knowing that they can do well on Nuke?
Gosh, I mean, for LDLC going forward, right? The reason I said if there's upset potential, it's going to be an Inferno. The reason being is, Inferno's a much easier map to plug in and play.
Yes.
So, for example, think about North. When North made the roster shuffles, Mertz, Valde, and also bringing in, my mind's gone blank. My goodness, help me out here. Yeah, but there you go. What was the first maps they went to? Mirage, Inferno. They banned out. Actually, they did play one of the nukes versus Navi, but apart from that, they banned out versus everyone else, right? Why? Plug in and play. People can play it to the heart's desire. When they go for the defaults, 2 towards Banana, self-explanatory, 2 towards apartments, map control into an execution. It's it's fairly good to do on the fly. You know, Nuke is a completely different scenario where plugging and playing can be difficult. And when you have inexperienced players like Logan, when there's smokes everywhere on that CT side and smokes towards outside, should I rotate B lower? Should I stay towards ramp? Should I go towards heaven? Those are questions that take a long time to answer. And are they going to be ready for that? I don't think so. Well, but, you know, they could, you know, 16-5. I think they're going to put a better showing. 16-7, 16-9. But yeah,
let's hope. Either way, we'll be right back after this break. For Nuke between Astralis and LDLC, second map of the day. Don't miss it.